Hello, 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 and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally, he's like, I'm out of here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And I know I don't give anywhere near enough love to the people in the chat. I do read all your comments. I do heart as many as I can. Thank you. But I just want you to know I very much read them and I'm very grateful. And if you're watching on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed or whatever works for you. So, hello. I'm glad you guys like the side panels. I just love this. I love this. Anyway, yes, a couple of things. One, it is, just stay safe. If you are in, well, wherever you are, you know what the weather's like where you are. If it's extreme, please stay safe. Here in Chicago, it is currently, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. What is 10 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius? One moment. And then my next question, because the warning this morning was overnight here in Chicago. Last I saw it was starting at 8 o'clock tonight and going through this time tomorrow. The wind chill in Chicago may go down as low as it was minus 25, and now they're saying minus 35 possibly. Yeah, minus 12.2 degrees Celsius. Thank you. Really cold. Yes, stars. Wind chill will be, what is, what temperature in Celsius is negative 35 degrees Fahrenheit? No, it's seriously dangerous. But my parents were talking about going to Costco, and I was like, no. No. What do you need? The wind chill here in Chicago will be up to minus 37 degrees Celsius. And there's an entire state and a country north of here. Please stay safe. This will literally unalive you. This will take bits off of your body. Please, oh please, oh please. You says lovely day for hand quilting. Yes, absolutely. Oh, Miss says you cannot go out in that. Absolutely not. Amy's asking, do you drive? Can you go for them? I had I helped my mom get a few groceries delivered this morning. So some people who were, set up for this. Yeah, Melissa says what we have is a polar vortex of cold air. Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, they'll be fine. And I can drive. I'm perfectly capable of driving, and I have my license. But I don't have a car. I mean, I guess I could use theirs, but it's just keep everybody nice and safe and warm. All right. I am, as I've said, I'm going to be including small bits of astrology more regularly. No graphics today. I'm just going to tell you what's going on so you can keep an eye out. The big thing today, the upshot of today, starting at 5 minutes in, just throwing this out there. It is Saturday, December 13th. it is 2025. Basically, Mars is running into some problems with the outer planets, and so when you try to, it's in late Mars is in late Sagittarius, and it is in conjunct to Uranus today, exactly square to Neptune tomorrow. It's also squaring Saturn. Basically, this is a day for digging for the truth, not trying to force. This is not the weekend to force anything at all. So dig for the truth rather than try to force an outcome, because Mars is running into problems trying to take action. But Mercury, of the communication, is actually in a really good aspect. It's sextile Pluto, so that's always about digging for the truth. So this is a good time to dig for the truth. Don't try to do the big actions this weekend. Okay, just so you know. We also have a huge amount of, we've got a huge stellium in Sagittarius right now, so which is a fire sign. So, and it's big, expansive, and philosophical and all of this, and it wants to travel and see what's over the horizon and what's over there, and broaden horizons. So there's a lot of this kind of energy, expansive energy, but trying to take action to do it using your Mars is thus endeth today's astrology. All right. And if this is, I hope this is helpful to you. I want to start doing this more regularly, just these little bits, just to let you know what's happening. What is more likely to work, what is less likely. Okay, moving on. At 7:10, I was listening to Hal Sparks on his radio show, his Saturday radio show. And God bless that man. He read through the entire Republican healthcare proposals. Bless him. I don't want that job. Yeah. Fawn says helps. Denise doesn't like it. Thank you. Okay. Helen says I like the daily touch of astrology. Thanks. Oh, good. All right, then I will keep up with that. So I'm listening to Hal Sparks, and oh my giddy aunt. I trust Hal. Hal is very, very smart. And he does not screw around. I'm not going to point any fingers, but there are some other people on the left who, let's just say, when they talk about certain news things, when I'm like, what? And then I go look it up so I can talk to you about it, and it turns out, no, actually that's not a thing. Or nobody else is saying that. There's no information on that. Okay, Hal's not like that. So, according to Hal Sparks, what the Republicans are proposing is that it moves healthcare away from employers into your own hands. Okay. And of course, there are no subsidies. There's no. But you would think, oh, they're talking about $1,500 into a health savings account, your health savings account. It's like, oh, well, that's not much. Well, wait, I mean, if it's monthly, that would be a lot. You could get a lot of really good healthcare for that. But no. Oh, so it's annual? What, they're only going to give us $1,500 annually? No. One time. Hello, sweetness. How are you? One time, $1,500. $1,500 once. That's it. bye-bye, you're on your own. And then you're going to have to put money into this health savings account, which means you're not going to be putting money in your Roth account, whatnot, which means all of that money is just going to get sucked out of the stock market into these health accounts. This thing is vile from one end to the other. Jolene says, I am self-employed. Believe me, you do not want that. Oh, yeah. Hi. Yeah. Enchanted Zenial says $1,500 is nothing. It wouldn't pay for an MRI in cash. True. Dave says that's 1 month. $1,500 a month? No. Amanda says that $1,500 will cover your time in the waiting room. Pretty much. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's bad. But if you're wealthy, they don't care. They don't care. We know that. Fuel Your Spirit says, I do medical billing. One visit for oncology and one visit for oncology drug can be up to $40,000. Just Me says barely pays for prescription glasses or a root canal. Yep. Wow. Oh boy. Cosmic Goat Lady, I have a drop-off kitten. It looks like the calicos, but she has blue where the black is. Aw. Jolene, I agree. They are so out of touch with what we peasants pay. Yes. The poors, the peasants. So, with less than 3 weeks, excuse me, with less than 3 weeks until ACA enhanced subsidies expire, the Senate rejected 2 proposals, and the House GOP health package doesn't include an extension. Families are facing premiums jumping from, say, $2 a month to hundreds, or $85 to $750. Some are planning to go uninsured. I can't afford it. I cannot afford health insurance. And I'm in this weird between the cracks where I can't get the state to help me, and I can't get the federal government to help me. I'm just in that weird, if I had even less money or a lot more, I could get help, but not where I am. It's crazy. Anyway, so just have a quick look at this. Squeeble says, uninsured or keeping a roof over your head? No brainer. Yeah. Amanda says, my cats have better insurance than some citizens of the US. Yep. Jolene says, 1 more year till Medicare for me. I can't wait. There we go. Whew, Chris, 18,000. Wow. Bless. All right, let me pull some heavy duty. Let's do an overloaded Celtic on healthcare in the United States of America. Lisa says, check with your hospitals if they offer reduced cost of care programs. Mine does. Oh, there's a good idea. Healthcare in the U.S. Melissa says, to me, it's a human right to have healthcare. There is no reason, in my opinion, there is no reason on the face of this earth that in this country, even a single child should go to bed hungry. I mean, even before you get to healthcare, It's the fact that there's even a single child in this country hungry that makes me crazy. Come on, breathe. Breathe. Okay. So, oh, but don't vote for the woman of color. Oh, quelle horreur, or however you say that. Sorry. Both parties are just two legs in the same pair of pants. Unbelievable. What we could have. What we could have. Yeah. Squeeble says this is just going to result in untreated illnesses and deaths. Yep. Cindy says 6 months, I'll have Medicare. Oh, good for you. Oh, Nia, no, I'm sorry. It's a really bad font here in StreamYard. Nelly, I'm glad you have the NHS. I know things aren't perfect, but man. All right, so at the center, the Republicans are having trouble. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm getting a very unbalanced feeling. I mean, I'm fine, by the way. They're fighting amongst themselves mightily in the first place. This is hanging above. It's going to hurt you too, MAGA. And at the bottom, if you think Trump isn't finding a way to profit off of your pain, I've got news. Personally profit off of your pain. Home environment. Their plans are terrible. There's our country. What other people see? Well, if you're rich, you don't have anything to worry about. Meanwhile, the rest of us. The challenge is that our president is a vile cretin. Near future. These are your new proposals, huh? Huh, GOP? Really? Because Democrats have ideas. Good ones. People are like, oh, I'm all against Obamacare, but I like the ACA. They're the same thing. Final outcome. Legislators, fruits of labor, Wheel of Fortune. Oh, yeah, they'll make a lot of money for the insurance companies, for all kind of other people, but this is just bad. This is bad all the way around. Rowan says, I have Medicare for disability. I wish everyone had even the limited access I have to health care. So do I. I'm glad you have something. I really do. Yeah, Taurus, we didn't vote him in. This is exasperating. Yeah. Yeah. So, at 1930, Speaker Moses Mikey Johnson unveiled a GOP healthcare plan. Is it really? Is it? I think it's being generous to call it a health care plan, but that does not extend ACA's subsidies. It focuses on association health plans and pharmacy benefit managers. no bureaucracy there. Meanwhile, nearly a dozen House Republicans are defying leadership by signing discharge petitions to force a vote on extending the subsidies. Moderate Republicans succeed. Gosh, I hope so. It did not feel like it, those last set of cards. Turinda, I believe it's just a hell care plan. Closer. Yeah. Just Me says healthcare concepts of a plan. Yes. Amy says plan might be using the word rather generously. Yeah. Yes, Squeebles. Boo Boo has left the room. M. Kelpie says Medicare for all should be the way. The systems are already there. Just needs to be expanded. Mm-hmm. So Republicans defying Moses Mike. Hey, if you hate the job that much, you can always leave. You can always step down. These are terrible. Where the Republicans are putting the resources is just okay. Yeah, the truth is this is a catastrophe. Democrats have plans. There's health care for people who can afford it. But the rest of us are hemmed in. Okay. Raymond says, fun fact, up until 1973, health insurance companies were non-profit, but the Republicans passed legislation to turn that around. Since then, $250 billion in profits. Yeah. Lee says, even with Medicare, I have trouble paying my medical bills. I'm sorry. So, hint of a consequence, 2230. CNN's Harry Enten says Trump has a 29% approval on healthcare. And CNN's Henry Enten called that horrendous. His worst issue. Trump has 29% approval on healthcare. Wow. Okay. 70% of Americans want the ACA subsidies extended, including 45% of Republicans want the ACA subsidies extended. Of Republicans. If subsidies expire, 63% of people will blame Trump and the GOP. And Enten was saying this is an issue that cracks the Republican base right down the middle. So, does this hurt Blunderdum and Republicans? Yeah, exactly. Who? Yes, Raymond. No, I'm so sorry, Raymond. It jumped. M. Kelpie and Amy were both asking, who the heck are these 29% approval people? Yeah. I'm with you, Amanda. Trump has negative 1 million, in my personal opinion. Yeah. Approval. Negative 1 million. Yeah. This kid Yahoo says, I'm 71. Well, that's good. Guess I'm going to have to keep working into my 80s to afford medical insurance, a roof over my head, and food. I'm sorry. That's what I'm expecting. I'm just expecting that I will be working until I can no longer work. So. Oh, it's definitely going to hurt the Republicans. Yeah, they can see what the Republicans are doing. Republicans have made this one of their issues. Love Jalou says, I'm not getting any of your notices. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do to fix that. And this isn't this isn't Trump's only stupid idea. Trying to kick down anything Democratic, let alone something that had Obama's name on it. Oh no. They have been loud and they have been aggressive about this. And they're still working on destroying what was there. And it ends up hurting them and us. Well done, genius. Oh, Squeebles says, side note, the Army-Navy game is today. Squeebles is saying go Navy. There we go. Cindy says, go Navy. Okay. My father was in the Navy, so but I mean, come on, you know me. Oh, what a robust group of fellows we have there, of people we have there. Which color are we rooting for? Yeah. Dave says, actually, I've tried retiring, but stuff keeps happening. Yeah. Oh, Squeebles, 10 years myself. Thank you. Thank you. And Bean says, Navy here. Thank you. Okay. Now, my dad was on the Saratoga. So, anyway. Speaking of spoiled brats, Donald Trump is moving to take over DC's public golf courses. Yeah. The Interior Department sent a default notice to National Links Trust, the nonprofit that manages East Potomac, Rock Creek, and Langston under a 50-year lease. Dirt from the East Wing demolition has been dumped at East Potomac. Is Trump trying to add DC's public courses to his golf empire? Yes. You don't need me. Really? Deb says, oval sports ball between rival factions. Oh, it's very exciting. Yes. Oval sports ball between rival factions. Jeannie Martin says, I am neutral like Switzerland. My father served in the Navy. My brother served in the Army. Oh, excellent. Squeebles is wondering if he's going to put dead bodies on those courses also. Yeah. Amy says, wait, they dumped the dirt from the teardown? Yeah. Isn't that contaminated with asbestos? EPA? What EPA? So, yeah, the DC golf courses. I tell you, if I know some people don't like the kind of wonky stuff, but let me tell you, if there was a Democrat who was that I was in their district to potentially vote it, and they were like, okay, here's the list of all of the laws we need to make actual laws, not, oh, well, we just agreed and it's been a norm. No. All of these things that Trump has done and his ilk have done that are wrong. And I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to work very, very hard to get all of these things passed to put the guardrails back in place between the houses, between not only the branches of government, but to wall off the presidency from him just doing whatever he wants. Mayor says he dumped it in the World Bank neighborhood of Potomac, Maryland. Whew. He can't. Okay, I don't know if this is true. I don't know the details on this. I don't know the legality of what he can do. It feels like he can't take them outright. I wouldn't guess. I would not. I wouldn't. It's not hold it against him. What's the term I'm looking for? I'm struggling today. Come on, Mercury and Pluto. I'm digging for the truth here. Help me. Help me, Mercury and Pluto. You're my only hope. I wouldn't put anything past him that he wouldn't just try to take them over, but I get a big, you can't do that. So, he's already running up against legal difficulties. There's Trump the man, the jerk, the scumbag, huge burden. This should be happy Democratic families. Everything's fine. It doesn't feel that way. It feels a little bit like things that basically he does find ways. Put it past him. Thank you, Sanders. Raymond says, fun fact, Bernie Sanders has never fallen asleep at a public meeting. Ding, 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 ding. And he had very cute mittens. Halo says, among his delusions of grandeur, he feels he can take whatever he wants. Typical psycho. Yeah. And Pansy the Pixie saying, Potomac, Maryland is a very posh area. Okay. Okay, so it's not gonna be easy. He is gonna run into trouble. Remember, he's in a bubble, and they are constantly blowing smoke up his girdle of what he can do. Oh, hang on. Sorry. I think the norms, the other parts of government, maybe even Democrats will get in his way. But I think he's being told one thing and he's like, yeah, this is lovely. I'll take it. No, it's not going to be that easy. So at least there's that. Thank you. Thank you, Cat Toy. Okie dokie. This is economically concerning. 3350. Trump told the Wall Street Journal he wants interest rates at 1% or lower. Okay. This man is a greedy. Our current president of the United States is a greedy psychopath. Hello, dear heart. How are you? Oh, there's a boo-boo. There you go, sweetie. Oh my goodness, you are cold. Your back is cold. That is unacceptable. You have to warm up the kitty. Yes, we do. He is a psychopath, and he is dumb as bricks. I'm really not kidding. Dumb as bricks. Thick as two short planks. Hello, dear. the Federal Reserve messes with the interest rates to keep the economy going without inflation getting a million times worse. Sanders says he wants rates low so he can sell his buildings in Chicago. Could be. I guess lower rates would mean more people might be buying things up, but the main thing it would do is be lower the amount he has to pay out for the stuff he owns. Oh no. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I don't know where my phone is. Lisa says, because rich people live off of loans. Yes, that's the other thing. That's the other thing we have to remember. The ultra rich, they have so much money that they go to the banks. I'm not making this up. They go to the banks and they say, I want a loan. And the person at the bank says, what do you want the loan for? And they say, just to live. And here's my collateral, which is all of that money sitting in the same amount of money, and even the interest and everything just sitting in this account. And so the bank is like, oh, that's pretty low risk. And so these people get loans, and then they live off the loans, and then they put off repayment. And because they're living off of loans and they're not taking money out, they're not selling their shares of things, they pay no taxes. Because you don't get taxed on loan money. There's so many things like that. But anyway, Trump may want interest rates at 1% or lower, but the fact is, with the economy being as in bad a shape as it is, and inflation being as bad as it is, inflation will get worse. And Bean says basically they have no income. Yeah, pretty much. Dorinda says they aren't drawing a salary, so they don't pay taxes. Right. That's true, Cindy. His brain does look like a bowl of instant oatmeal. Rancid. Yeah. Kimmy says low vibe, slimy corruption. True. So anyway, Trump revealed his top 2 picks to replace Federal Chair Jerome Powell and said, quote, I'm a smart voice and should be listened to. Unquote. You're as dumb as a brick and corrupt. You are as bent as a $3 bill. Whatever that expression is. Anyway. So there are really 2 questions. The first one is about inflation. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I think we know. Fawn says, look at the ACLU report about this. Okay. Phony is a $3 bill. Thank you, Canada Proud. And that was my stomach making a weird noise. So, that TMI, my oatmeal. You didn't need to know that. So, inflation. Dear great Gussie. Okay. I've got a lot of the 5 main cards I pulled and then the one for the reading. So 6 out of 6 cards, 4 of them are major arcana. So it's a big deal. The card for the reading is the Empress, and that is the US. I can't show you the world card is where it starts. We're already hurting. World card and Hanged Man together are the first two cards. So yeah, we're hurting. Center card is the Republicans have a plan. You're okay. You're okay. Now, the last two cards, Magician is Trump telling whoever it is, yeah, do this, do that. Oh, poor mom. And it ends in fruits of labor, or the rich raking in the money. Yeah, this is just bad. I'm just going to keep going. The other question is about, it's just, I'll do 3 cards about just the Fed. How you doing, Boo-Boo? How you doing, sweetness? He is the precious. Yes, he is. I spent time with his brother this morning. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't like that either. So anyway, I'm just going to move on. How you doing? As Sarah would say, how's your mom and them? Yeah, I looked at the Federal Reserve thing the other day, and it's pretty much what it was and what you would think it is. So yeah, anyway, okay. Now this is interesting. When at 41:45, the FBI arrested January 6th pipe bomb suspect Brian Cole, who told investigators he believed the 2020 election was stolen, and he expressed views supportive of Trump. Okay, here's the thing. The cards I got were not clear at all. They were not. I did not have cards that were like, oh yeah, he did it. I got cards of him being a scapegoat, him being, you know, are they going to throw everything they have at him? Absolutely. But I wasn't getting justice. Well, Republicans like Loudermilk and Massie are doubling down on conspiracy theories, with Massie claiming a whistleblower told him they, quote, got the wrong guy, unquote. So even some Republicans are saying, mm-mm. So the January 6th bomber, and again, I have yet to see a full body picture of this guy, because we've seen the videos. We've watched the videos of the bomber walking around, and wow, come on. That person's center of gravity was awfully low for a guy. Just saying. Just saying. And yes, happy 100th birthday to Dick Van Dyke. Happy 100th birthday. No major arcana. None. That was what January 6th was supposed to be. All right, Knight of Wands, MAGA, active MAGA. Normally, I would think that I would get, like, normally I think I would get wands for any kind of explosive material, because it's wands are fire signs, fire. But when it comes to metal things, metal tubey things, I get cups. So right here in the, is that in the center? No, second card, I have a person with a whole lot of metal things of that shape. In the center, this is one's. It doesn't just feel like the potential for what those things could have done. It feels, because the things they were live. They weren't dummy. This also feels like they were just looking at anybody they could find. So why have I got a charity card here? Like coming up with somebody so that to try and make Trump look good. Because that's walking away, leaving something unfinished. So I'm not saying this guy is pure and innocent, but Scribbles Kitty needs a blankie. Oh, he'll get one. He'll get one. The amount of rage. Can you imagine? I mean, can you even imagine the amount of rage you would have to have in order to build one of those things, let alone two of those things? There's no justice card. There are no kings or queens of swords. Matter of fact, the only sword card here is the card for the reading, and that's because of the vote, because of the voting that day or the next day. Dorinda says the other reason this case could be walked away from is because of the wording of the blanket pardon for the Jan 6ers. It probably covers this guy too. Could be. There's the Fool running his mouth. Fruits of labor, but shaky. Very, very shaky. 10 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Anybody else see justice here? Anybody else see someone being held accountable for their heinous crime? This kid yells, is Dumpy giving him a pardon? Maybe. Yes, dear. He'll get his blanket in just a minute. Okay. Anyway. All right, let's see if I can. Will you accept this? Will you accept this humble blanket? Will you accept this humble blanket for your napping needs? All right, move it back up just a touch. There you go. There you go. There you go, precious. There you go. All right. Oh, Raymond says, fun fact, platypus babies are called puggies. Oh, beautiful. Okay, anyway. Cosmic Goat Lady had a oh boy. Had a question about Putin, the serial killer. So basically, apparently Putin blew up 3 of Turkey's ships in a Ukraine port. Oops. Oh, Fawn says, oh, to be a boo-boo kitty. I know. Amy says, a mother's work is never done. Mary says, sweet dreams, boo-boos and kitty. Oh, thank you. So Putin. Was that an oopsies or yeah, just include them too? The question was, secretly, does Putin want a demented glory war where he thinks statues will be made? He'll be a hero in Russians' eyes. Well, that's kind of a given. The narcissism, the psychopathic narcissism. What's going on with Putin? I don't understand how he's still managing to keep this farce of an invasion going. It's not your country. Yeah, this chaos and awfulness. Hermit. 7 of Cups, Temperance. 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Sorry. And it's all very expensive. I don't think he's. I don't think he. I don't think he was like, yes, go take out those ships from Turkey. No. Squeevils, your offering is acceptable, human. You may go now. Yes. See, the thing about Putin right now is I get kind of a mental image of a chessboard. And here's the thing. There's some people, if you play chess with them and things don't go their way, they will lose every single other piece other than their king. And then they'll just keep moving their king around after everyone else is, let's just say, off the board. And if the Russian people aren't willing to stand up in the kind of numbers to overcome his authoritarian role, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. He says, I haven't been here a while as I was in my sales meetings for weeks, not ignoring you. I missed you and everyone. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. I hope things are getting easier for you. So Kimmy says narcissistic revenge tour because real reality won't break. Yeah. All right. Okay, so there was what was it? Oh, there's something going on. It's kind of going through like wildfire through social media. Hang on, before I forget, 53, nobody asked about it, but it's something I definitely ran across. So at 5340, EU. Basically, there's some people saying US Treasuries. There's some people saying that there is an EU commission or somebody, basically, that Europe is threatening to, if Trump doesn't help Ukraine, or if if Trump starts helping Russia, they're threatening to basically sell all of their US Treasuries. Now, if that was possible, yes, it would tank our economy. But I want you to also know the truth, because I did some research on this. All right. So you may hear Europe dumping US Treasuries, crashing our economy. Okay. You may hear that, see that here and there. No, Do different countries in Europe, do they technically have a lot of US Treasuries? Yes. Do they have $2.5 trillion worth of our treasuries? Technically, yes. However, when you say Europe has US Treasuries, that also includes people, individuals, and people from even other countries who are basically storing their US Treasuries. This isn't something where the government of France, and actually Germany has the least. The UK has the most. It's not like UK, France, all these things can just like flip a switch and then just sell it all. That's not actually the situation. And this isn't a thing. Peds says, I have heard that. Okay. So I just wanted you to know the best information I can give you. And longtime viewers know that I give you real information, real news from legitimate sources, and then we look at the intuitive side or the astrological side or what have you, but you always get real news here. No, it's just not here. The governments themselves don't have that much. Waiting for their ships to come in. They're really, really angry at the US. They're angry at Trump. There's sleepless nights, but this is just isolating Trump. They're mad at him. They're mad at his flunkies. And they've lost a lot of trust in us. Even us. We who would never vote for this scumbag. But Trump is more and more isolated. But this isn't crashing the economy. So I wanted you to know. All right. Okay. Fawn says, I didn't know how to put that to a question, so thank you. Oh, good. Good. Cindy says, I thought it was our debt they were threatening to dump. I didn't hear treasuries. Well, that is how we sell our debt. We offer US Treasuries. We have these, we regularly have these auctions where the US government offers US Treasuries and people around the world bid on them. And they're basically it's like it's a bond. It's think of World War II. Buy and buy bonds, because by buying bonds you're giving money to the government so they could fuel the war effort. Treasury, same thing. So anyway, so anyway, I hope that helps. And if I've made a mistake on the financial details of that, please let me know, and because I always want to learn. And never once have I been up here like, oh yes, I'm never wrong. That's not how this works, and I'm human. So, all right. Anyway, that is going to do it for me for today, actually. And yeah, so it is 1:10 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. As always, you're always welcome. It's Sarah's day off. If you are in the Shreveport area, there may be a market around. If you're wanting to know where she is today, you could go have a look at her newest stuff. But the link to her Etsy shop is in the description box. And I get nothing for that. She's great. And she makes really good stuff. So anyway. All right. Please remember, you're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. All right. And I'm glad the astrology thing was good. that makes me happy. I'm glad that was helpful to you. All right, we're good. Hang in there. And as always, I'll just see you later. All right. Okay. Bye.